y'all? Welcome back to my channel. If you don't know, my name's Divana, and if you've been here before, thanks so much for tuning in. Today I'm here to talk to you guys about my 1-year update and tell you all the deets to be able to hopefully help you during your process, or if you're thinking about getting the surgery. So if you would like to hear more, I would love for you to stay tuned and keep on watching. Okay, y'all, so I got my surgery on October 29th of 2021, and I'm a little over a year post-op at this point. So I'm so excited about that. I started out, my highest weight was 250 pounds. My day of surgery, I was 239 pounds. And as of today, you guys, I am 164 pounds. I am so happy to be here. That was definitely one of my goals for this week. We'll get more into that later. So many people ask me why. You know, you get the questions of, oh, you looked good before. I don't think you need to lose the weight, blah, blah, blah. First of all, you guys, this is your journey. This is your choice. If you feel like this is what you need, do not listen to what anybody else has to say, how they feel that you look. It's about you, what you feel, how you want to look on the outside, on the inside, whatever it is. Always go get the surgery or don't get the surgery based upon what you feel, not what anybody else feels. Okay, with that being said, I wanted to get this surgery because, you guys, I had tried every fad diet in the book. I mean, everything. I did Atkins, I did Weight Watchers, WW, I did 3-day water fast, I did the military diet, I did everything that you could possibly think of to try to lose the weight. And don't get me wrong, there were times where I would lose the weight, but I was never able to keep it off. And I was tired of feeling uncomfortable in my skin, going to stores and not being able to find anything cute, not being able to fit anything. And if I did wear something, I felt fat, I felt uncomfortable, I felt ugly, and I didn't want to be there. Also, I knew I had some underlying health issues. I could just feel it in my bones, and diabetes does run in my family. From that point, I was like, oh my gosh, I got to take control of my life. I had seen another girl in my city, and she had gotten the surgery done, and I had done so much research, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna just go to my doctor, tell her my concerns, and tell her I think that this surgery will be amazing for me. Also, you guys, this is so embarrassing, but it is what it is. I had to go to urgent care because I had sprained my ankle, not from running with my kids or anything of that nature, literally from being too big for my body to handle. The doctor didn't say it, but I'm pretty sure she wanted to say it, but she was just very, very respectful. But literally, I had sprained my ankle because I just was putting too much weight on it. I am 5'3", I am short, and to me, I believe I have a very petite build. Growing up, I was always very little. Like, anybody that knows me, I was tiny, had always been tiny. Being overweight was not a problem for me until after having kids. I have a 7-year-old and I have a 4-year-old, and I had 2 C-sections. And at least for me and my body, them C-sections messed me up. And the way that my genetics are, is we gain that weight when we're pregnant, and we're after. We don't just drop that weight, boom, we look good again. It just doesn't work that way. Anyways, so yeah, that is my why. So I went to my doctor, talked to her about it, found out I was pre-diabetic. So they definitely put me on medications for that and sent over the referral for me to talk to someone in order to be able to look into getting this surgery. So I have my notebook again. Y'all know I always have my notebook to write down things I want to talk to you guys about. So the next topic I want to talk to you guys about is struggles. Like, people always ask me, like, oh my gosh, I don't want to get the surgery because of this, because of that. Skip all of that. Everybody's struggles are going to be different. It's not going to be a walk in the park. If it was that case, we would have been lost this weight before, you know. It hasn't been easy. I mean, every day I'm learning something new about myself. One day I'll be able to eat one thing, the next day I'm dumping because of it. I'm still learning. I'm still trying to figure it out. I still have questions. I still do research. I follow different people on Instagram and Facebook and YouTube just to learn their things, to see if we can correlate, or if I can learn something myself. Whole reason why I am putting my journey out here, because maybe there is something that you've gone through that you can relate to, or that you might go through and you're like, oh my gosh, finally somebody that went through that. So, biggest thing I would say of my struggles is dumping. Oh my gosh. Heard stories about it, but until you go through it, honey, you don't understand. So, for me, dumping would be either this way or the other way. You don't know what you're going to get. I would say in the beginning, I would say between month 2 through 4 or 5, I had it just vomiting. If I ate something that I wasn't supposed to eat, or if it was something too sweet, I would just automatically throw it up. That is just what happened. I would say about around month 5, 6, then that's where it started coming that way, you guys. And I literally, kid you not, I would have a good 5 minutes to get to a bathroom, or we was having an accident. So that was horrible. That was horrible. Those were the times where public bathrooms, I would have to find the nicest gas stations that I could find, because honey, when it hit you and you didn't have a choice of where you was at. You was gonna go handle that. So tip, keep wipes on you. Anyways, yeah, so dumping was very hard. To this day, I will dump, but I think I've gotten a little more of a hold on it with foods that I know I should avoid. But y'all, I'm human. I am only human. And sometimes I want the damn Oreo and I'm gonna eat it. And sometimes my body's okay with it. And other times my body is like, girl, you knew better. Like, I ordered my kids Domino's last week, and I always get them thin crust now because I can't handle the hand toss crust, so, and they don't mind it. So I ordered that. I literally they cut it into squares, and I literally had one little square, you guys, and dumped instantly, running to the bathroom. And I've eaten pizza before and that hasn't happened, but because I have been trying to make sure that I'm eating better and putting only healthy things into my body, when I do decide that I'm gonna eat something that I probably should avoid, and maybe it being too greasy, whatever it was, my body didn't like it. So I just have been trying to stay away from that. I'm really trying to get back on track. So another one of my struggles, and I tried not to put on makeup for these reasons. I have lip gloss on, and these are my brows. I just put brow gel on them. So I don't know if you can tell, it's really bad on this side of my face and a little bit down here. It's a little bit over here, but not much. So I developed cystic acne after the surgery. And it didn't happen right away. I'd say it happened some months in. I was like, oh my gosh, like, what the heck is going on my face? These aren't regular pimples. They were underneath my skin. And so it's not something that you could pop to get the pus out and for them to heal, things of that nature. So now I have a skincare regimen that I have to do. Figure it out. Everybody's skin is different. I had went to my primary doctor and I was like, hey, this is going on. What should I do? And she let me know that, hey, you should get a benzoyl peroxide. I got the CeraVe kind. I will have it linked in the description box of which one I got, because I believe it's only 4%. And then the panoxyl version, I think it has 10%. And I know if the 4% bothers my skin, the 10%, oh my gosh, would have had my skin on 10, baby. So I do that, and then I use different gel. I don't use the benzoyl peroxide every single day. I do every other day, and I do it at nighttime as far as my skincare routine. And then every morning I do the different gel, and that's what I do. And then I use the Fenty Beauty skincare line. I use her cleanser, her toner, the SPF, and then I use her nighttime cream as well. And it was approved by my doctor because I guess it has products in it that help to fight away the bacteria or something of that sort. And it's always done wonders for my skin. It is a little bit on the pricier side, but I haven't found anything that I love as much. So yeah, find something that you love. Either go to a dermatologist or go to your doctor and start somewhere if you do develop this acne, because I used to get regular pimples. That was normal, but this stuff and the way it scars your face, I hate it. But I've been just learning to love myself for who I am, the way I look, no matter what, because I am very beautiful with or without the acne. Okay, so another big struggle, you guys, is the stomach sounds. Oh my gosh, you don't know when they're gonna come, you don't know what they're gonna sound like, but your stomach will start gurgling and making all these weird sounds. Sometimes when it's processing something, or I don't know, girl, your stomach will just make these noises. So get used to it. Get used to it being awkward and people being like, oh, are you hungry? No, I'm not hungry. My body just doing what my body doing. Like, it's so hard trying to explain so many things. I remember being on the phone with my friend and I had my phone like kind of like down like this, not even realizing. And she was like, what's that sound? And I'm like, oh my gosh, you heard that? She was like, yeah, what was that? I'm like, that was my freaking stomach. Like, it's ridiculous. It's making little gurgling sounds right now. And I ate about an hour ago. So yeah, that is one thing you are gonna have to deal with. I mean, at this point, I just deal with it. Anybody around me, they're gonna know I had the surgery and I'm learning more to just talk about it. I mean, I feel like I get funny looks or people be like, you got a weight loss surgery? I did, and I look good, boo. Okay, so it is what it is. So next were my biggest tips. Number one is do not compare yourself to anyone else. Do not compare your journey to someone else's journey. I had a very hard time with that in the beginning, and don't get me wrong, I have my days where I'm like, oh my gosh, like I am a little over a year post-op and this girl has lost so much weight and almost my weight now, and she's only 6 months, 7 months, 8 months, 5 months, whatever it may be. But I've learned to not beat myself up about it, and when I start feeling like that, I'll go set myself a goal. What am I working on this week? Distract yourself. If you feel like you're not where you want to be at, then work harder. Real talk. Like, I'm gonna give it to you raw. If you feel like you're not where you're at, work harder. And if you are doing everything you are supposed to be doing, talk to your doctors. Tell them to help you out, figure it out, because I know that I prohibited my journey a lot. Looking back, I'm like, I probably would have been farther along if I would have made better choices. If I would have tried to have a better relationship with food, I would be farther along in my journey. If I had less days where I gave in, if I have less days where I ate when I was supposed to eat, instead of sometimes you just feel like you don't want to eat, make yourself eat. Drink a protein shake, something of that nature. So that is another one of my tips that I want to talk about. You need to learn to have a better relationship with food. All of the tips and tricks that they tell you, or how they're trying to teach you to learn your body, learning to eat better before the surgery, take them and run with it, honey. Take them and run with it, because that's going to be the only thing to help you throughout your journey. And then you will be able to eat all of the foods that you loved before, made you feel good, and was a comfort food to you. Don't get me wrong, those will always still be available to you, but you will crave them less and feel like you need them less if you are learning, okay, this is giving my body nutrients. This is doing absolutely nothing for me. This makes me dumb. This makes me feel like crap. This fills me up within a matter of 5 seconds, and now I feel horrible and I want to go throw up, because when we feel full, it's like our stomachs are about to explode. It is the worst feeling in the world. Before the surgery, feeling full like that was completely different. Never in my life have I felt that until after the surgery. So please, 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 if you don't take anything from this video, please learn to have a better relationship with food. You will not regret it, and it will help you in your process so much. With that being said, water. You guys, if you have to set a timer, figure out, put it as a part of your routine, in your daily routine with your life. When you wake up in the morning, bottle of water. Okay, it's been an hour, bottle of water. Drink that water. What I do is I can't drink water plain. If you've been here before, you know I have a problem. So I drink Crystal Light in my waters. So what I do is I pre-prep 4 bottles of water either the night before or that morning. And I do 4 bottles of water, pre-prep them with my Crystal Light, have them in the fridge ready to go. And then I just pour them into a bottle that has a straw, just because for me, I can get them down faster if I have a straw. Because like while I'm working, I work from home currently. So while I'm working, I may be typing, okay, sip. Oh, I'm looking at this. Okay, sip, and just keep doing that. And for me, I have learned to always get my water in. I usually get down 5 bottles of water, because Once I'm done with my 4 at the end of the night, I like to have a bottle of water next on my nightstand, and throughout the night, I will continue to drink water. Also, I've made it my business to that is all I drink. I mean, don't get me wrong, I have my protein shakes, and I do have a little coffee in them occasionally, but I do not drink anything else besides water. If I go out somewhere, I'm drinking water. I keep my Crystal Light in each one of my purses. So no matter which purse I decide to use for that week, that day, it has a Crystal Light packet in it so that I have absolutely no excuse to not drink my water. I will stop at a gas station, ask about me. I will literally have my family stop at a gas station, go get me an Ice Mountain, because that's the only water I will drink. Still has to have the Crystal Light. But anyways, I digress. But I will stop somewhere and I will get my water so that I can have it with me. I bring my water bottle with me everywhere. I'm dropping my son off at school. I'm picking my son up from school. I have my water bottle with me. Yes, you are going to have to pee 10,000 times a day. But once your body gets accustomed to that, you should be good. But in the meantime, water, 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 especially in the beginning. If you start this habit now, it'll be so good for you in the long run. Because I struggled a lot in the beginning with dehydration. Oh my gosh, the first 2 weeks, I was always dehydrated. I had to go to the hospital and get an IV just to feel better. I always felt like I was gonna pass out. And that is because I was not able to drink enough water. And that's because I did not try. And it is hard, don't get me wrong, especially in the beginning. You're like, oh my gosh, how am I supposed to eat this food, drink this water when I'm feeling full? And in the beginning, I felt full for hours and hours and hours, you guys. It was really, really hard. But in the beginning, I don't care if we have to stay up till midnight to finish your water and to finish your food. Absolutely do it. It's going to be the best thing that you have ever done for your health, for your journey, and you're building those healthy habits to be able to help you in the future. Because when they say once you get a year out, you are on your own. I even think what they say once you get like 6 months out, your body is gonna start doing it more on its own. And the tool that you have is just that. It is a tool to help you. You have to do the rest of the work in order to get yourself to where you want to be. Another thing I want to talk about is finding support. And when I talk about support, I want to talk about 2 different things. So, yes, get support. If you have support within your family, your friends, your loved ones, whoever's close to you, take it. Even if that is support of making you feel good. Somebody saying, oh my gosh, you look good. Somebody to support you with going shopping, or supporting you with, hey, have you drank your water today? Or how are you feeling? Get support in that way, most definitely, because that has helped me so much. My sister is my biggest supporter throughout this whole journey. Even before I decided to get the surgery, she was so for it, so for my health, so for whatever I wanted to do to help make me feel better. And even to this day, she supports me in any way. If I was to call her and say, hey, I really need you to text me 2 times a week, 3 times a week, and help me to make sure I'm eating right and check up on me, she would do it. She would be there to help me out so much. So I love that. But with that being said, you need to find support with someone who understands your journey specifically. Because I feel like I wish I would have found a friend, a companion, an internet friend, whatever, to be able to help me in the beginning, just to be able to talk throughout my journey. So month 1, having somebody, even like going on the Facebook groups, somebody that got the surgery around the same date that you did. So you guys are checking in with each other monthly. Hey girl, how you doing? How you feeling? How you been? And things of that nature, because it's so hard to talk to a family member that hasn't experienced this about how you can't eat, about your mental health, any of those things, because they can only do so much because they cannot relate to you personally. So please, please, please go onto those Facebook pages. Go to Instagram. There are so many wonderful people here on YouTube that have helped me in my journey. Now that I've reached out to people, and I can inbox them if I need to, or I'll look on their past things and see what has helped them and things of that nature. Karen San Diego here on YouTube. Oh my gosh, she has been such a help. She is not as far out as I am, but I still love the things that she says. She supports me so much as well, and she's there to communicate with me if I would need to inbox her on Instagram or anything of that nature and ask a question, she would be there for me. VSG Chelly, I love her channel. She is so sweet. And I, was able to comment under her YouTube video saying things, and we would talk about our non-scale victories and things of that nature. Helps you get through, because this does get hard. It's hard to be able to talk to someone like when you're having body dysmorphia and you tell someone like, I feel huge, I still feel really big, and they're like, girl, you look good. No, you're tiny. That's not what you need to hear in that moment. Like, yes, it is so much appreciated, but it's not what you want to hear at that time. You want somebody else to say, oh my gosh, like, I've been going through that too. This is what's helped me. Or even just to be able to vent to that person. So find someone you can talk to, get a Facebook, go into Facebook, find a Facebook page, and find somebody you can talk to. Be like, hey, any surgery twins out there? And there will be someone, and inbox them. I'm pretty sure that it's someone else that's wanting to find someone to talk to as well. And that's going to help you throughout your journey. Okay, another thing I want to point out as far as a tip is to give yourself grace, honey. Give yourself grace. We are all human. If you got into this journey and you overate or whatever it was that got you to where you are now, unless you have seek therapy and you have gotten over those, then you are still going to struggle. And I don't mean that in a bad way or mean to put that on anyone. When I say that is, this does not fix everything. And a part of me kind of did think that, okay, I was going to get this surgery and I was never going to want these sweets anymore. I was never going to want fast food and all of that stuff. No, honey, that's not the way it works. It's not the way it works at all. You're still going to want the fast food. You're still going to want whatever it was that made you feel good, those comfort foods. And for me, any occasion involved food. If I was happy, I wanted food. If I was sad, I wanted food. If I was mad, I wanted food, honey. That was me. I wanted food. And I used to eat so bad. I was telling my sister how bad it was for me that I could literally eat an entire pie, entire cake. Then after that, I can go and eat some food. Then after that, I can go get some of this. Then after that, I go eat some of that. Like, I probably ate 5,000 calories in a day. Like, not even kidding, if not more, you guys. Like, because just a McDonald's meal on its own is probably 1,200 calories. And I could eat 3-4 of those a day if I really wanted to. And with the amount of stuff that I ate, I probably did that. So yes, I didn't seek help after the surgery. I didn't seek help before the surgery. So I still have an eating disorder. There are times when I find myself binge eating now, or I'll be bored, and instead of just drinking water, I will go and eat this and eat that and eat this and eat that. So what I've been trying to do is not even allow those things to come into my home. Yes, I have kids and they have their snacks and things of that nature, but honestly, for me, the snacks that I buy my kids have never been something that I like to indulge in, so I like to keep it that way. Anything that I have binged has been something that I specifically went to the store on a mission to buy because I was having that craving. And if you can't get it in a smaller portion, do not buy it. I'm telling you, it would be the worst decision you ever made, because you go and binge and then you're gonna dump, or you go and binge and you're gonna feel bad about yourself. But give yourself grace. Allow yourself to have those little things, but teach yourself to have things in moderation. Okay, you want Oreos? If you are able to, pre-package those Oreos in a Ziploc baggie. Have 2. You're supposed to have 2. That is the serving size. So put them in Ziploc baggies and maybe have 2 every other day, or whatever helps you to be able to get through. And don't beat yourself up about it. Have a plan for your day. Write it out, whether that be on paper or on your phone. Have a plan for yourself so that you know, okay, this is what I want to do for the week. This is when I want to eat. But I also know that I'm supposed to be going out with my girls on Friday, and it's her birthday, and they're going to have cake. Eat the cake, boo. You are perfectly fine to eat that cake and feel good about eating that cake. But maybe help yourself out. Or, okay, I know that tonight I'm going to have some drinks. I'm going to have cake, whatever it may be. So I know that, okay, let me make sure I get my water in. Let me make sure that I have my protein. Let me make sure that throughout the day I am eating what I'm supposed to eat, so that I don't feel as bad eating those things. And even if you do, like I said, I have binged. I have done the fast food thing. I've done it still. And you have to be like, you know what? It is what it is. I did it, but there's always tomorrow. There's always the next day, and you can pick back up and you got this. But it is okay to give in. Do not restrict yourself, because that would be the worst thing you could do for your process. Do not restrict yourself, and allow yourself grace to know that it's okay. You are human. You can do it, and you can get back on track. Okay, last thing I want to talk to you guys about is vitamins. So many people say, oh my gosh, so I really have to take these vitamins every day for the rest of my life? Yes, unfortunately, yes, you do. And for a while, in the beginning, I say when I was probably 4 months out, I started just taking gummies again. I was able to do it. I just took a gummy multivitamin with collagen in it. And my doctors was like, girl, no. First of all, you need your calcium citrate, because our bones are, I guess, more brittle now because we can't absorb the nutrients like others can from foods. So we have to be taking that calcium citrate. So that was really major. And when they were kind of telling me, and on the Facebook group page that I follow, a girl talked about how she was doing something very minimal and she broke her foot. And she said she had never taken her pills, and she felt like that was because she never took her pills. Like she was doing something where a normal person that didn't get the surgery would not have broken their bones overdoing. But because her bones were so brittle, because she was not providing those extra nutrients through her vitamins, I was like, that hit me. I went to the store and I was like, okay, we doing this. We are getting on it. So I wanted to show you guys which vitamins I do take, and I will try to link them down below for you. First vitamin I take is this Chlorofresh. So McKenna Walker here on YouTube put me on these, you guys. So this helps with body odor. I would say that is the main thing. I'm pretty sure it has so many other benefits, but this helps me, especially after VSG. I feel like my body odor and my sweat has been crazy heightened. So I started taking the Chlorofresh to be able to help me. Now you can take chlorophyll. They have like liquid drops, things of that nature. So you can definitely look into that, do your research, but this has definitely helped me with that. And I just take this Walmart multivitamin for women. It's a one a day. I take these every day. Now, I feel like gummies don't provide you the right nutrients that you need. And from what my doctors have told me, they do not want me taking any gummies, because gummies, you cannot put in all of the things that you need to have in a gummy. It just doesn't work that way. But in pill form, you're able to get a lot more of that. So I take these every single day. I also take a probiotic. This is the one that I actually currently take. I buy these from Amazon. I'm pretty sure they're like $13. And this actually has, so it's a probiotic with prebiotics, and it has cranberry in it. So you're getting a 3-for-1. Last thing, this big thing right here, honey, calcium citrate. I get this from Walmart as well. I'm pretty sure you can get it from anywhere, but Walmart is my place, honey. And I take 2 of these a day. Same with the Chlorofresh. I take 2 of these a day. So what I do is, my morning routine is I start off with my bottle of water. All of these I'm able to take, for me, I'm able to take these on an empty stomach. So part of my morning routine is I take all of my vitamins, and then after lunch, when I have gotten something on my stomach, when I'm able to drink again, then that's when I take the second Chlorofresh and the second calcium citrate, because you are supposed to have 2 of these a day. And I just I know specifically for the calcium citrate, you are not supposed to take these at least 2 hours apart, I believe. So that is what I do. But you guys, this is my holy grail. This is my ritual. This is what I do every single day. I have a little pill case that I got from Amazon as well, and I just fill that up, and I make sure I go through when I'm taking my pills. And like I said, make it a part of your routine. Make it a habit. Build it into a habit so that your body just knows every single day, take my vitamins, drink my water, whatever you need to do, create those habits. But do not forget to take your vitamins, because that is going to help you go through the process, this journey so easily. Help your body be able to break down those foods. Help your body so that it's getting those extra nutrients that we don't get from foods, like people who have not gotten this surgery. Okay. So another really big question is exercise. Do I exercise? No, I do not. I have never been big on working out. I know they say you should at least get in 30 minutes a day. I'm not there, guys. I really want to be, and I can make all the excuses in the world. I'm pretty sure I can have them all. I'm a single mom. I do this. I do that. Blah, blah, blah. I don't have the time for it. Whatever you want me to say, I probably got it. But honestly, I just don't do it because I don't want to. Plus, I need to work on my eating. So you guys, I am only getting about 700 to 800 calories a day. I know that's not good, especially with me being a year out. I should be intaking at least 1,000 calories, if not more. And if you are going to work out, you are burning at least 200 to 300 calories in a workout. So you need to be able to replenish those. And if I'm not eating enough, I can't afford to be working out and really working on having a strict diet, on making sure that I'm hitting my protein goals, on making sure that I'm getting my water in. And once I feel comfortable enough with that, then I do want to get to the point where I work out. So do what's best for you. But I just knew that if I focused so much on trying to exercise, it would take away from other things that I'm still trying to figure out. Okay, so I know so many people want to see a body update. What do I look like? And oh my gosh, like I feel like this is the most vulnerable part for me because I mean, I love the way I look, but I don't. And I saying that where you do get flabbier skin, you know, things sag in places that they weren't sagging before, or you go and do a movement and your arm is flipping and flopping and your stomach or your legs are starting to have wrinkles and dips and parts that they didn't before. So it is hard, but I do want to give you guys a body update, yeah, and just give a reference to how I look. Okay, so this is me, and this is something that I really am very insecure about, is my arms. As you see, very saggy, and yeah, I'm hoping that it's something I can tone up. I do feel like they're smaller than they were, but they're not, you know, where I want them to be. I think the biggest update that people want to see is stomach. So here we are. This is my stomach. As you see, still super flabby. I mean, I still have weight to lose, but I am super jiggly. I do feel like I could tone up my stomach because as you see, like I have the indentations as to like where I can have abs and things of that nature. Let me get closer so you can see. So like I have an incision here and an incision here, and these are my two dark ones, and like I do keloid, so this one has some texture to it as well as this one does a little bit. Honestly, I couldn't tell y'all. Like I think this is one, but the other ones are very hard to notice. I've always had stretch marks. Here's another one. I've always had stretch marks, so that's something that I wasn't gonna be able to get rid of. I mean, it's not horrible, but it's not the best. Here's a side profile. As you see, you know, I'll pull this down a little bit more. I do have flabby stomach, and like I said, with C-sections, your lower belly super saggy. Here's the back. I do have back rolls, and my bra is kind of covering. I'll try to pull it up. My bra is kind of covering some of my rolls here, but yeah, back fat. But yeah, my legs, let's cover that back up. Kind of wanted to show you guys my legs. On the insides of my legs, I mean, it's not the worst, but it's not the best. But yeah, my arms and my stomach area are, but yeah, for the most part, I'm happy with the way I look. In clothes, I'm able to fit smaller clothes. So yeah, that was really hard to be able to show you guys, but I did want to be very vulnerable with you, and I wanted you guys to see what I look like. I do know that like my face is super like more defined. I've always had double chin. I mean, even with losing weight, I still have that. So It is what you guys, I mean, you always have collarbones, but I have visible collarbones now. I love that. I love that. When I wear certain shirts, you guys, I put oil here to be able to like make them look defined. I love that. I'm like, I'm skinty now, honey. But no, so yeah, I love that so much. But yeah, it has been hard. You're gonna have days where you look at yourself and you're like, ew, I look disgusting. But then you'll have days where like, dang, I fit into that. Like I had on this Fashion Nova dress yesterday, and honey, it was a small and it fit me so, so good. And I was like, that is crazy. Like I remember having to go and buy 2X's. Like, this is crazy. I love it. But like I said, every day won't be good. But just focus on those non-scale victories. I went from a size 18 in pants to I am a flat out size 8 right now. And that is amazing to me. Like, oh my gosh. I love the J-Scope waist belts, you guys. I will have her listed down below, because if you want to waist train or you want to just snatch your body up, I feel like it helps so much. I've always had, like, I don't have a Coke bottle. I've never had that, even when I was little. I do have a wider waist. I believe starting out my waist was a 47, and my waist currently right now is a 35. So I've dropped so much in my waist. And I started out where I couldn't even, at my highest, I couldn't even fit the 5X J-Scope belt. Now, the J-Scope belt is not your regular size. So no, I'm not able to order a medium. It goes off of your waist and your hips. So yeah, at my highest weight, I wasn't even able to wear a 5X in her belts. And you guys, now I have a 2X belt and it is too big. I need to order an extra large, but I'm waiting because if you caught my last video, I am getting a breast reduction actually in 23 days at this point. So I'm waiting to order new things until that, because I honestly don't want to waste my money for it to just sit there. I want to be able to wear it right away. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So please stay tuned for that video, because I have a consultation coming up in a little bit, and so I'm gonna start documenting my journey there and tell you how that went and all of those deets. So yeah, please be on the lookout for that. Okay, last thing I want to talk about with my 1 year update, you guys, is goals. Like, where do we go from here? Because I feel like so many people are like, okay, I'm at a year, I don't really want to update you guys. No, like, this is still my journey. I'm still going up from here. I am still working on things. I am still trying to reach these goals. I'm still trying to learn from my past and what mistakes I have made throughout this journey. And I want to be able to achieve more and be healthier and be stronger. And when I say stronger, yes, physically stronger, also mentally stronger. I want to be able to know that I don't give into temptation. Like, I really want to learn discipline and learn moderation more. And I've been doing really well, but I know that I can even do better going forward. So weight goals. Like I said, I am currently 164 pounds as of this morning, honey. My weight is 150 pounds, so I'm 14 pounds away from that goal, and I honestly want to be at that goal by my surgery date. There's no specific reason why. I just want to. That is what I'm putting in my head, and I am on track for that. I'm just doing everything that I need to do, being very restrictive, not really giving into temptation. But like the other day, I had a Reese's bar and I was fine. I know I had did really well, and I haven't really given into things, so I ate it and I didn't care. Like I said, give yourself grace. But yeah, that is my goal, and then see how I like it. Do I think it's too little? Do I want to be smaller than that? Or is this where I'm going to maintain? So I will figure that out once I get there. My next little goal, I should say, is I want to get to 160 pounds. So I'm kind of doing 5-pound increments. So just find what works for you and stick to that. Have a plan. I still drink protein shakes. I know some people don't like it, but it's a part of my journey. It's what works for me. Like I said before, and I will have it linked below. All right, you guys, well, that's the end of the video. I hope that you liked it. I hope that you learned something. I have had so many people DM me from my videos. Please don't hesitate to reach out to me with any questions, concerns you may have, any tips or tricks that I can give you if you're dealing with something throughout your journey and you're like, hey girl, I'm struggling with this, can you give me some help? please don't hesitate to reach out to me, you guys. I am super open to talk. You guys, this can be really detrimental to your mental health, and you can have days where you're so down about something, and having somebody to talk to that understands what you're going through can be very helpful. So yeah, do not hesitate to reach out to me. I will have my Instagram below, so please DM me there. Comment on this. Tell me anything you want me to talk about in my next videos, what you want me to speak on more. We are in this together, hunties. So thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you in my next video.